You didn't click on this video by accident. Something quieter than words brought you here. Not boredom, not curiosity, but maybe exhaustion. Exhaustion from thinking too much, feeling too much, and still never quite feeling at peace. You've been carrying a weight that no one else sees, a mind that won't sit still, a thought that won't leave you alone. And maybe, just maybe, you've started to believe that you are the problem, that your thoughts define you, that if your mind is chaotic, then you must be too. But pause here right now and take a breath. You are not broken for having messy thoughts. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed by them. You are simply human. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, once said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Your thoughts are not facts. Your thoughts are not fate. Your thoughts are not you." This video isn't about rewiring your brain with hacks or pretending everything is fine. It's a calm return to something deeper, older, wiser. The ancient Stoics understood the storm inside, and they left us tools, not to silence it, but to stand calmly within it. Over the next few minutes, you'll uncover 8 Stoic principles that will help you step back from your thoughts, so you can live with them, not under them. If this feels like something you've been needing, then stay with me. And if you want to keep returning to this space of quiet strength, feel free to subscribe. No pressure, just presence. Let's begin. Number 1. Thoughts are visitors, not residents. You wake up, and the thoughts are already there. A list of worries, a chorus of doubts, a lingering shame from something you said 3 years ago. And suddenly it feels like this noise is you. But stop for a moment and imagine something else. Imagine your mind as a quiet room, and every thought that enters is just a visitor knocking on the door. Some are polite, some barge in, some won't stop talking. But none of them are permanent. None of them live there. They're just passing through. Epictetus reminds you, you are not disturbed by events, but by your opinion about them. The same applies to your inner world. You are not disturbed by a thought itself, but by how much you believe it, cling to it, or fear it. A thought says you'll fail. You say, maybe I will. And just like that, the visitor sets up camp in your chest. But what if you let the thought knock and didn't open the door? What if you watched it arrive, noticed it, maybe even nodded at it, but then said nothing? That's the power of distance. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that sees them. The sky doesn't become the cloud. It simply holds it for a while. Thoughts are like clouds shifting shapes across your inner sky. Some are dark, some are light, some bring rain, and some just drift silently across the blue. But no cloud lasts forever. And yet, how often do you try to capture a thought, analyze it to death, argue with it, or push it away, only to find it growing stronger? Resistance feeds it, attachment traps it, but observation frees you. This is where Stoicism meets mindfulness. The Stoics didn't fight every thought. They simply refused to give power to the ones that didn't serve them. They practiced noticing, not obeying. You might think, but my thoughts feel so real. Of course they do. They're echoing in your own voice. They wear the mask of your memories, your fears, your past. But not every voice that sounds like you is true. Let's be honest, how many thoughts have you had that never came true? How many anxious predictions turned out to be lies? How many inner criticisms came from someone else's voice that you internalized years ago? So much of your mental suffering comes not from reality, but from giving random thoughts the status of truth. You don't need to silence your thoughts. That's not possible nor necessary. You only need to remember that they are visitors, guests, not rulers, passing clouds, not the sky. Here's something to try. Next time you notice a loud or painful thought, pause. Don't fight it. Don't follow it. Don't fix it. Just say quietly to yourself, "This is a thought." That phrase, so simple, is like placing a name tag on the visitor. This is a thought, not a prophecy, not a verdict, not a command. This is a thought, and it can stay or go, but you remain. Over time, the space between you and your thoughts begins to widen. You'll feel less trapped in the spiral, less reactive, more calm, even while the mind does what minds do. And in that space, clarity returns, peace returns, you return. Let's return to the metaphor. If your thoughts are clouds, what is the sky? The sky is your awareness, vast, spacious, unafraid. It doesn't chase the clouds or cling to them. It doesn't worry when they gather or celebrate when they clear. It simply remains. You can be that sky, not by force, but by stillness. So I'll ask you this. What would change in your life if you simply stopped treating every thought as something you had to believe? Let the visitor come. Let the visitor go. You are not the guest, you are the home. Number 2, the mind is a stage. Not all actors deserve the spotlight. Close your eyes and imagine a grand stage. The lights are dim, the curtain rises, and one by one actors appear, thoughts dressed as characters. Fear takes the spotlight. Doubt walks in wearing your face. Shame whispers from the wings. Some of these actors are loud, dramatic, demanding. They want your attention, your belief, your reaction. And most days, you give it to them. But here's what Epictetus would tell you gently but firmly. No man is free who is not master of himself. You are not the actor, you are the director. You get to decide who speaks and who stays silent. Yet how often do you forget that? How often do you let the most anxious thought step into the center of your mind and command the scene? And once it does, the others follow. Regret joins in, then worry, then comparison. Soon the whole play is chaos, and you're lost in it. But pause with me. What if you didn't chase the actor? What if you stepped back into the director's seat and watched the performance without identifying with it? This is the Stoic move to observe the stage of the mind without losing yourself in the play. Thoughts will always come. Emotions will rise. Characters will try to steal the scene. But you don't have to give them the script. Let's go deeper. Have you ever noticed how a single negative thought can hijack your entire day? Like one bad review in a sea of praise. One uncomfortable conversation that replays on loop. It's not the thought that causes the most pain. It's the spotlight you place on it, the attention, the repetition, the rumination. You shine a light on the actor, and they grow larger. You hand them a microphone, and they get louder. You center the whole play around them, and they become the main character. But they never earned that role. That's the danger of unconscious thinking. Without awareness, the worst thoughts become your narrators. Without intention, the most fearful voices become your truth-tellers. But Stoicism calls you back to the director's chair. You don't have to shut down the performance. You don't have to fire every actor. You only need to decide who gets the spotlight. Here's a practice. When a loud or emotional thought appears, ask yourself, does this deserve to speak right now? Is this thought helpful or just dramatic? Is this my inner wisdom or just noise in a costume? That moment of questioning breaks the trance. It returns authority to you. It puts you back in control of your own stage. And over time, you'll notice something. The same thought that used to send you spiraling now feels like a whisper. The same emotional actor that used to dominate the scene starts fading into the background because you didn't give it the spotlight. You didn't make it the star. Let's return to our metaphor. The mind is a stage. Thoughts are actors. You are the director. A director doesn't yell at the actors, doesn't banish them in anger. A wise director chooses calmly. and so can you. The next time your mind floods with noise, pause. Watch the stage. Let the actors come and go. But ask yourself this: which voice actually helps me live wisely? And which voice just wants to perform? When you begin to answer that question honestly, you'll find something powerful. The stage becomes quieter, the lighting softer, and in the stillness, the actor named Clarity begins to speak. Let them speak. They were waiting for their turn. Number 3, don't confuse thought with identity. A thought appears: I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. I'll never be like them. And in that fragile moment, you don't just hear the thought, you become it. You start wearing it like a name tag. You internalize it like a permanent truth. And somewhere deep inside, you whisper, this must be who I am. But stop, gently. Look at what's really happening. That thought didn't come from the core of who you are. It didn't emerge from some eternal truth about your worth. It was likely born from a memory, an old wound, or a fear trying to protect you. The only way it knows how: by warning you, loudly, inaccurately. The Stoics taught that thoughts are just impressions. They're automatic, conditioned, temporary. Epictetus reminds us, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. In other words, you are not helpless. You are not bound to every thought you think, but you must become aware of when you're handing over your identity to something that doesn't deserve it. Let me ask you something personal. How many times in your life have you thought, I'm unlovable or I'm a failure, only to discover later that the feeling passed, the belief faded, and your life moved on? So was it ever the truth, or just a storm you mistook for the sky? Let's imagine your mind as a chalkboard. Each thought is like a sentence written in chalk. Some say I'm capable, others say I'm broken. But none of them are etched in stone. You have the eraser. You always have. And yet, we forget. We get caught in the illusion that thinking something once or even repeatedly makes it a reflection of who we are. We forget that the mind is a pattern machine, not a truth machine. We forget that pain echoes louder than peace, and so the harsh thoughts feel more real. But feeling is not evidence. Repetition is not reality, and thinking something doesn't make it you. You are not your worst thought. You are not even your best thought. You are the observer of thought, the one who can question, redirect, or simply watch. Here's a practice from Stoic tradition. When a painful thought arises, pause and label it. Say, this is not me. This is a thought. This is not identity. This is weather. That small act of labeling creates distance. It breaks the fusion between self and story. Let's return to metaphor. Imagine your mind is a river. Thoughts are leaves floating on the surface. Some drift gently, some spin in chaotic circles, but none of them are you. You are not the leaf. You are not even the water. You are the one sitting quietly on the riverbank, watching it all. You don't need to stop the flow. You don't need to control which leaves appear. You only need to remember that you are not inside the current. Now, why does this matter so deeply? Because when you confuse thought with identity, you become reactive. You shrink. You shame yourself. You avoid life. But when you remember the truth that thoughts are events, not definitions, you reclaim agency. You can feel anxious without being anxious. You can notice self-doubt without being self-doubt. You can think I'm not enough without believing it's a final verdict on your soul. One of the greatest freedoms Stoicism offers is this: the freedom to separate who you are from what your mind says. So I'll leave you with a question. What identities have you unknowingly built around your thoughts? And are you ready to lay them down, because you are not what you think? You are who notices thinking. You are the calm space beneath the noise. And in that space, you are already whole. Number 4, Judgment creates suffering awareness, ends it. You feel something, and almost instantly your mind adds a label. You wake up tired, I'm lazy. You make a mistake, I'm a failure. You feel nervous. Something must be wrong with me. And just like that, the original feeling gets buried beneath layers of judgment. Not only are you tired, you're now bad for being tired. Not only did you make a mistake, you're now ashamed of making it. The Stoics warned us about this exact trap. Epictetus said, "When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger." And though he spoke about others, this wisdom applies just as powerfully inward. We suffer not because we feel things, but because of the stories we attach to those feelings. Judgment is like pouring black ink into a clear glass of water. It takes something simple, pure experience and darkens it into confusion, guilt, and blame. But here's the truth. A thought can exist without judgment. A feeling can rise without shame. An emotion can move through you without meaning something is wrong. You don't need to interpret everything your mind produces. You don't need to turn every mental flicker into a life story. Imagine you're walking through a quiet forest. A breeze passes, leaves rustle, clouds drift. You don't stop and ask, why did that cloud appear? You don't think I must be weak because the wind changed. You simply notice. That's what awareness is. And it's what Stoicism teaches: to see without judging, to feel without fusing, to notice without drowning. But how do we do this in real life when the inner critic is loud? You begin with a pause. Let's say you feel anxious. Instead of saying, "This means I'm broken," you say, "This is the sensation of anxiety." No story, no identity, just sensation. That shift, subtle as it seems, it changes everything. You go from being inside the emotion to being the witness of it. You take off the blindfold and step back from the stage. Let me share a metaphor. Your thoughts and feelings are like weather patterns on the surface of the sea. Some days are calm, some are stormy. But the deeper you go, the more still the water becomes. You, your true self, exist in that stillness, not in the surface turbulence. Judgment keeps you thrashing in the waves. Awareness invites you into the depths. Here's a practice. The next time you catch yourself in a loop, judging a thought, an emotion, a mistake, pause and say gently, "I don't have to judge this. I can just let it be." Say it like a friend would. Say it like someone who has finally learned to sit with themselves instead of constantly fixing. Because here's what happens when you let awareness replace judgment. You start to breathe easier. You stop fighting every inner storm. You begin to trust that emotions pass and clarity returns. And eventually you realize that awareness was never about being passive. It was about seeing clearly. It was about choosing response over reaction. It was about refusing to turn every thought into a problem that needs solving. One of the greatest illusions of the mind is that every emotion must mean something, but feelings don't always carry wisdom. Sometimes they just need to pass through. So I'll ask you this: how much of your suffering comes from the experience itself? And how much comes from your judgment of it? The Stoics weren't emotionless. They were emotionally disciplined. They learned that when you stop judging everything that arises, you create space. And in that space, truth can breathe, peace can land, healing can begin. So the next time your mind wants to label a feeling, stop. Observe it like a wave. Let it rise, let it fall, let it be. You are not the label. You are not the judgment. You are the awareness, watching everything pass. And in that awareness, suffering has no place to stick. Number 5. Let the dog bark, you're the mountain. You're walking through a quiet village when suddenly a dog starts barking behind a fence. Loud, aggressive, startling. Your body tenses, your heart jumps, your mind starts racing. Is it going to get out? Should I turn around? What's wrong with this animal? But then you stop. You realize the fence is solid. The dog can't reach you, so you keep walking. The barking doesn't stop, but it no longer controls you. That's what your thoughts are like. Sometimes they bark, loudly, anxiously, repetitively. They sound like danger, but most of the time they aren't. And you are the one who decides whether to panic or to keep walking. Epictetus reminds us, it's not things that upset us, but our opinions about them. Thoughts are not problems. Reacting to them without awareness is what stirs the storm. Imagine this with me. Your mind barks, you're behind. They're judging you. You're going to fail. It's tempting to argue, to yell back, to scramble for reassurance. But what if you didn't? What if you just noticed the barking and let it echo? What if you became still like a mountain? A mountain hears the dog, but it doesn't move. It doesn't react. It doesn't run. It just stands. That's what mental resilience looks like. Not silence in the mind, but stillness in the self. You don't have to silence every loud thought. You only have to stop believing they all matter. Let's go deeper. Your brain was designed to detect threats. It evolved to keep you safe, not happy, which means it overreacts. That barking voice in your head, it's trying to help. But it doesn't know the whole story. It doesn't know your strength. It doesn't know your growth. It doesn't know that not every sound means danger anymore. Yet when you listen uncritically and when you panic at every bark, you shrink, you withdraw, you stop trusting yourself. And the more you try to silence the dog, the louder it gets. Why? Because attention is fuel. What you resist persists. What you observe dissolves. Here's a metaphor to hold on to. Imagine sitting at the base of a mountain. Winds whip through, clouds cover the peak, dogs bark in the distance, but the mountain doesn't react. It just remains, solid, present, unmoved. That mountain is inside you. It's the part of you that doesn't get carried away. The part of you that can hear your thoughts without chasing them. The part of you that says, I hear the noise, but I do not become the noise. So how do you practice this in the chaos of daily life? Start small. Next time a thought barks at you, you're behind. You're not enough. They don't care about you. Pause, take a breath, and mentally say, that's the barking. Let it bark. Don't argue. Don't resist. Just witness it. Let the thought lose its grip by removing your attention. And over time, something beautiful happens. You stop reacting automatically. You stop believing every inner alarm. You start walking through life with a quieter nervous system and a stronger spine. You become unshaken, not because the noise disappears, but because your foundation is deeper than the noise. Let me ask you, what would your life look like if you stopped flinching at every bark inside your mind? What if your peace didn't depend on silence, but on your stillness? This is not about cold detachment. It's about calm presence. It's not ignoring your feelings. It's refusing to let them run your life. The Stoics weren't immune to emotion. They just weren't owned by it. They stood like mountains, even when the dogs barked. So today, try this. When your thoughts get loud, let them. When your mind barks, let it. And when you're tempted to react, remember the mountain and choose to stand still, because you are not the noise. You are the ground it bounces off of. And that, my friend, is unshakable freedom. Number 6, use thoughts as tools, not truths. You wouldn't use a hammer to brush your hair. You wouldn't use a chainsaw to peel an orange. You know instinctively, tools must match the task. And yet, how often do you use your thoughts like absolute truths? Instead of tools, you think I'm going to fail. And instead of seeing it as a protective warning, you treat it like prophecy. You think they don't like me, and instead of questioning it, you treat it as emotional law. But Epictetus reminds us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. He didn't say, believe every passing thought. He said, decide who you want to be. Then use your tools, your mind, your reason, your focus to build toward that. That means one essential thing. Your thoughts are instruments, not identities. They are lenses, not laws. They are suggestions, not commands. The Stoics didn't demonize thinking. They just refused to be ruled by it. So here's the shift. Instead of asking, is this thought true? Ask, is this thought useful? Does this help me live with more courage? Or less? Does this move me closer to virtue or farther? Let's ground this in a metaphor. Imagine you're building a home. You have a toolbox filled with all kinds of tools. Some are sharp, some are delicate. Some were passed down worn and rusted. But not every tool works for every job. You wouldn't use a sledgehammer to hang a picture frame. You wouldn't use a level to dig a foundation. Your thoughts are like that. Some are for protection, some are for planning, some are old survival tools that no longer serve you, but you get to choose which to use. And more importantly, when not to use them at all. Let's make this practical. Say you have a thought, I'm going to embarrass myself in that meeting. Old response, believe it. Feel anxious, maybe avoid the meeting. New Stoic response, pause. Say, interesting, that's a protective thought. Then ask, is this helping me prepare? Or is this just fear pretending to be foresight? You see, that single layer of reflection turns the thought into a tool. You might sharpen your notes, you might rehearse once, then let the thought go. You used it. It didn't use you. Here's what happens when you make this a habit. You stop being pulled around by every voice in your head. You stop arguing with thoughts that were never meant to stay. You begin to craft an inner life that feels more like a workshop and less like a courtroom, a place where ideas are tested, not obeyed. A space where fear can speak, but doesn't get to lead. A place where the loudest thought isn't always the wisest one. And that friend is Stoic thinking, flexible, focused, purposeful, not rigid, not reactive. You might be wondering, but what about thoughts that feel true, that carry emotional weight? Even those are still tools. A thought like, I'm not loved might carry old pain. You don't need to deny that, but you also don't need to build your entire life around it. You can hold the thought in your hands, like a fragile object. Look at it. Ask where it came from. Ask what it wants. Then ask if it still belongs in your toolbox. Because here's the deeper truth. You are the carpenter. You are the builder. You are the one holding the tools, not the other way around. So I'll leave you with this question. Which thoughts are actually helping you build the life you want? And which ones are just lying around, rusting, weighing you down? You don't have to throw them all out today. You don't have to change your entire thinking style overnight. Just begin by choosing one tool today. With care, use it with intention, then put it down when it's done. And walk away with quiet clarity, because you are not your thoughts. You are the hand that holds them. You are the wisdom that chooses when to and when not to use them. Number 7, create space between stimulus and self. You receive a text, and your chest tightens. Your boss makes a comment, and your stomach drops. Someone looks at you the wrong way, and your mind races into stories. The moment something happens, your brain reacts immediately, instinctively, without pause. And in that tiny sliver of time, you often lose yourself. You lash out. You shrink. You spiral. Then later, you ask, why did I say that? Why did I let that get to me? Why can't I control how I react? But here's the truth. You can control it, not by force, not by pretending to feel nothing, but by creating space, a pause between what happens and how you respond. Epictetus, who spent years as a slave and still mastered his mind, said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Freedom begins in the gap, the space between stimulus and response. The moment something triggers you and the moment you act, you have a choice. That choice is everything. Let's use a metaphor. Think of lightning and thunder. The lightning strikes, but there's always a pause before the thunder. That pause is natural. That pause is space. And in your life, that pause is your power. You don't have to be a slave to your initial reaction. You don't have to believe that every feeling must be acted on. You don't have to obey every thought that rushes in. But here's the challenge. Modern life teaches urgency. React fast. Respond now. Answer immediately. We're conditioned to fill every silence, to escape every pause. And that's exactly why so many people feel overwhelmed. They're living in reaction mode, never reflection. But the Stoics, they practiced the opposite. They didn't resist emotion. They held it in their hands, examined it, and asked, does this serve my character? Does this move me toward virtue or away from it? This is your practice now, to insert a breath between trigger and action, to create space between thought and self. Let's get practical. Next time something stirs you, don't reply right away. Don't answer the email in the heat of the moment. Don't trust your first interpretation of the situation. Instead, say silently, there is space here. Feel the trigger and stay still. Notice the impulse and don't obey it immediately. Let the emotion rise without being swept away. That pause might only be 2 seconds, but in those 2 seconds, you step from reactive self to resilient self. And what you'll discover is this: the longer you can hold that pause, the clearer your next move becomes. You'll write back with calm instead of defense. You'll speak with strength instead of sharpness. You'll choose your action, not have it chosen for you by emotion. This is where true power begins, not in suppressing feeling, but in not letting them run your life. And slowly your nervous system starts to trust you again. You feel less scattered, less hijacked, more grounded. It's not perfection, it's presence. You're not a robot. You'll still feel, you'll still stumble, but more and more you'll pause. And that pause will feel like home. Let me ask you, what decisions would you make differently if you gave yourself a moment longer to breathe before responding? The world may rush, others may provoke. Your own mind may scream for urgency, but you can choose stillness. You can choose the space. You can become the thunder, not the lightning, intentional, controlled, echoing with clarity. So when the world pokes, when your thoughts race, when emotion swells, pause and say to yourself, there is space here. There is me, and then there is the moment. I choose what comes next. That's not detachment, that's strength, that's self-leadership, that's Stoic mastery. And it's available to you right now in the breath between. Number 8, train the observer within. You wake up in the morning and the thoughts start rushing in. Things to do, things you forgot, things you fear. Before your feet even touch the floor, your mind is already sprinting, and often you feel like you're chasing it, trying to catch up or calm it down. But what if you didn't have to chase it at all? What if you just watched? One of the deepest teachings of Stoicism, often overlooked, is this: you are not the storm in your mind. You are the one who watches the storm. Seneca hinted at this when he wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." And that suffering, those imagined fears, replays fantasies. They swirl like wind. But you can learn to be still within them. You can train what's already inside you. The observer is calm. The observer doesn't panic. The observer doesn't argue with thoughts. It simply sees. And the act of seeing changes everything. Let me give you a metaphor. Imagine your thoughts are like waves crashing onto the shore. Some are gentle, Some are overwhelming. Some come in rapid succession, thought after thought after thought. But now, imagine you're not in the water. You're sitting on a rock above it, all watching the waves, listening to them rise and fall, but not trying to stop them. That's the observer. And here's the power. The more you train that inner witness, the more freedom you create. Because when you observe a thought, you create distance. When you create distance, you create choice. And when you have choice, you regain your peace. The problem is, most people have never trained this. They believe, if I think it, it must be me. But that's like saying if I hear a noise in the hallway, it must be coming from inside me. No thoughts arise. That's what minds do. Your job is not to control every thought. Your job is to decide which ones deserve your attention. And that discernment comes from the observer. So how do you train it? How do you strengthen that quiet watcher within you? Start small. Right now in this moment, notice your thoughts. Not all of them, just one. Pick any thought that's passing through your mind right now. Now label it. This is planning. This is self-judgment. This is worry. That label is everything. It turns a storm into a cloud. It turns chaos into something you can simply sit with. No judgment, no analysis, just presence. Another practice. Try this when your mind is especially loud. Sit still, close your eyes, and say, I wonder what thought will come next. This single sentence shifts you from being the thinker to being the one who watches thinking happen. And suddenly you're not inside the storm. You're sitting on the rock, again calm, steady, observing the rise and fall. It might feel subtle at first. It might feel strange. But over time, it becomes second nature. You'll be in a difficult conversation and notice the thought, I want to defend myself right now. And in that moment of noticing, you soften, you breathe, you choose how to respond. That's mastery, not perfection awareness. Let me ask you something. What if the most powerful part of you is not the voice in your head, but the silence beneath it? That quiet space, that awareness, that stillness. It doesn't need to speak. It doesn't need to argue. It simply sees. And in seeing, it transforms you. The observer doesn't get caught in the past. The observer doesn't fear the future. The observer lives in this moment, anchored, clear, alive. That is the practice, and that is the path. So the next time your thoughts start racing, don't race with them. Take a seat within yourself. Watch, label, let go. You'll begin to realize you were never the storm. You were always the sky. And in that sky, the observer watches, and the soul finally breathes. So here you are, after the noise, after the storms, after the barks, the doubts, the waves, the noise. Still, breathing, present, and maybe for the first time in a while, you feel something different. Not a lack of thought, but space around thought. Not a perfect mind, but a calmer distance from it. At the start of this journey, we asked a simple question. What if you are not your thoughts? Now, you know. You aren't. You never were. You are the watcher, the one who notices the story without being consumed by it, the one who sees the cloud but remembers the sky. And here's the risk if you forget. If you fuse again with every worry, every doubt, every old belief, you'll live as if you're trapped in a mind that's not your home. You'll react instead of choose. You'll shrink instead of rise. You'll live small when there's space for something much larger. But if you remember this, if you return again and again to the inner witness, you'll find something rare in this world. A kind of stillness that doesn't vanish when things go wrong. A kind of clarity that survives the fog. A kind of freedom that begins in the quiet space between thought and self. You don't need to be thoughtless. You only need to stop being owned by thought. If this reminded you of that deeper part of yourself, then keep returning here. Subscribe not for me, but for you, so you can remember, you are not the whirlwind. You are the sky